Welcome back to another episode of Dungeon にて求めるのましがっているだろうだろかメモリアラフレスはだろかメモリア Will we have a story always? Will we have a great story to tell today? I know that it may seem interesting why this episode isn't. I know it may seem interesting why this episode isn't. Episode 697. Well, let me tell you right now. There is many things that are going completely wrong. Such absurdity that I thought I'd never see again are just rolling through. Such absurdity is so many things going wrong. I don't know how to sing, but I can tell you for certain is that it's episode 700. It's close. I kind of sang that. Okay. What do you guys think? I think I did pretty good on that. I gotta write lyrics for it eventually. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Dungeon Down. Y2, episode 698? Where's 97? Oh, well, boys and girls, do I have a story to tell you? It's a great story. Y'all love stories, right? You love events, you love the anime. Have I got a story for you? Have I got a story for you? Don't mind what I'm doing, cause we're going Let me just check something first. No, not inventory. It's called Story Digest. Oh, so you've gotten that, huh? I don't know how to start off this episode. Other than the fact that I'm gonna start off by saying that I'm about to skip the entire Travelers in the Labyrinth Country story and then just get straight to the battles. Don't ask why, because I'm gonna explain why in this episode. So let's get right to that. And in the meanwhile, let's use one of these teams. Sure, why not? Alrighty. I don't know what's going on, but there's battles going on. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, welcome back to another episode of Dungeon Memoria. Freese, Y2, where, like I said in the intro, a lot of things have gone wrong. Okay. So, as you know, I can't live stream. After like that massive live stream, OBZen Live didn't work for me. which I found to be really, really interesting. The fact that it wasn't working, since, you know, I've used it for such a long time, you know what I mean? And, well, now, now, I figured out why I couldn't live stream, but we're not gonna get to that yet. We'll get to that soon. What happened to, the question that all of you are probably asking is, what happened to episode 697? Well, episode 697 was recorded. It actually was live streamed onto YouTube via AZ recorder, but apparently it never went through. It wasn't a huge episode. I only did like the beginning of a new event. Not this event, obviously, but you get my point. I did the beginning of the "Is it wrong to try to pick up herbs on a deserted island" event, which was fun. You know, I had my fun there. I know that, by the way, I know that we've never done this before, but we're doing it now because, yeah. So, yeah, like I was saying, I tried recording it yesterday. I did an episode yesterday, and it never went through, which, you know, really just ticked me off, at first. But then I'm like, no, you know what? It's one of those things, like, oh, I can repeat that. You know, it's like that one time with Sword Oratoria. You know, I did a few episodes, and that episode or live stream never went through, and so then I had to redo it at a later date, and that went well. You know what I mean? And so I wasn't too worried after that. I realized, oh yeah, this has happened to me like 60 times already. So, you know, I can deal with this. What I couldn't deal with the fact is that I couldn't live stream onto YouTube. I couldn't live stream Memoria Freese on YouTube using Mobizen, which I found really, really, really weird, like I said. So, yesterday, and I mentioned this in the episode that never came out, I spent about an hour or two looking through Google Play, trying to find live streaming apps, you know, live streaming screen recorder apps, not live streaming apps, you know, just, you get the difference, right? So I was trying to find some, and, you know, I found Streamlabs, but then that was a little complicated. Then I found, you know, Twitch, but that's always complicated. I found a few others. I think I might have found DLive, but DLive's its own thing. I found a lot of different things, and a lot of them were like the higher ups and a little bit more a little too complex for a small boy like me. Yes, small boy. And so, why isn't my Wi-Fi working? Oh my god. Alright, we're moving over to the other room. We're moving it over to the original room. Okay, there you go. I don't have to go back. Alright. I guess I just walk around. Again, I'm just gonna skip this. So yeah, I spent about 2 hours trying to find stuff. None of it worked. I was doing test live stream after test live stream, and everything just resulted in error. And so then I went to uninstall. Well, this is before the 2 hours of searching, but I went to uninstall Mobizen Live and Mobizen like a million times, and then I tried to do tests there, and that still didn't work. So that from there, you know, the 1 to 2 hours of searching was just that, and that didn't result in anything. And so I just decided to go back to AZ Recorder, which is the OG, I guess, screen recorder here. Or maybe that was a game screen recorder, I forget. But I used AZ Recorder, screen recorder, and like I said, that messed up last episode. The episode that doesn't exist. Which again, I was mad about for a moment, and now I'm not so mad about. They get the point. After all that insanity and whatnot, we come to today. Today supposedly was the very first day of my online school stuff. And also today was supposed to be the day where I was going to do this event with good old Sophie. As a 3-hour or so collab, which I know I said that I was gonna do that episode 697, but we talked and then we didn't really record the episode, which I thought was funny. Now we gotta skip more stuff. Great, perfect. And so we didn't really get to record it, but she said like, oh yeah, we'll record it. I believe she said yesterday that we'll record it. Like later today, meaning Saturday. Saturday. And maybe it was Sunday. I don't even remember, people. Anyway. So, that happened, nothing came out of it. Earlier today, I found out that it was because, her phone was taken for some reason, and, yeah. Anyway, my point that I'm getting at here with the live streaming, and the reason why I'm doing this whole event right now and skipping the story is for a number of reasons. I'm going to make Travelers of the Lost Country or the Last Country or the whatever country episode 700. It's going to be a collab with Sophie, and nothing can disagree with me. Nothing and no one can prevent me from doing that, except probably everything. But then you're like, but how is that going to be possible? The event ends literally today. Well, see, the thing is that it does, but it doesn't. Well, yeah, it does, obviously. But it doesn't, because if I'm lucky enough, I can get this whole, I can hope for this entire event, for the entire event's, how do you say, story, history, event file, event story, like, captured, so let me just switch over to a new team. Yeah, I can get the whole event story captured, so we could just watch that and react to that without any of the battles. Which would be a first, but what can we do? And yeah. Yes, sorry. Freaking, I lost my mind. I lost track for a second while trying to pick out the team. Okay, so now that you know that, now that you've been caught up with what's happened in the past few days and whatnot, or, like, not caught up, but, like, retold what's happened, let me tell you the real kicker. So, I figured out about, I want to say like 10 minutes ago? Not 10 minutes ago. I want to say about like 30 minutes ago I found out. Because I thought I had this brilliant idea of like, hey, why don't I just live stream directly from YouTube? Because that's a thing I used to do. And so I tried that. And then it's like, I'm sorry, you are not eligible to to do this action. And I'm like, huh? So I clicked so it had the OK or the learn more, you know, like option. And so I went to learn more. You know, I'm gonna say this. I really, really hope that when this video goes up, people just spread. Like, people, I want people to understand, if they don't already know, if y'all don't already know, just the audacity of YouTube. The audacity of YouTube sometimes, people, just blows my mind. What I mean by that is, y'all know how, you know, YouTube has its problems, right? When it came to a few years ago, when it, you know, when it changed, like, oh yeah, for you to be verified or to turn on monetization, you must have 1,000 subscribers, well, it was originally just 100 subscribers, I think, and then, yeah, I think it was 100 subscribers, and then 10,000 views on your channel in total, which, you know, thankfully I had that because of that one video that, you know, we'll never speak of ever again. And then, on top of that, like, from that, even though I wasn't doing YouTube, actually, I kind of wasn't, happy about, you know, like, oh yeah, I was getting money and all that kind of stuff, I was surprised that one day, like I said, I was happy, but, like, I really didn't, I cared, but I really didn't care, because I wasn't putting too much effort into my videos, you know, back then, I am kind of not at the same time now, but it's different, alright, completely different times, but yeah, back then, it was like that, you know, I had monetization, and I was lucky, you know, because my channel fulfilled those requirements, and a lot of other smaller YouTubers did not fulfill those requirements, therefore they lost their monetization rights. And I know there's a whole debacle about that. But then I had a really huge debacle when I lost my monetization, because YouTube had enforced this rule of 100,000 watch time hours in the past year, or 12 months, same thing. And so that really kind of ticked me off, but I got, you know, I didn't care after a while. But, you know, that obviously hurt a lot of more smaller YouTubers, that even if you had 1,000 subscribers, even if you had 10,000 views on your channel in total, you would still need 100,000 watch time hours within the past 12 months. And that's really... That's really, like, strict. It's really, you know, iffy, rude, you know what I mean? And I think for a while, YouTube just stopped, you know, like, hurting small YouTube channels. Or maybe they didn't, I forget. I know they've caused a lot. I know that they've caused a lot of other stuff, but we're not going to get into that here. I'm not here to talk about all of YouTube's mistakes and how, you know, it's totally imperfect. Like, literally everyone else. Everyone and everything else. But what I can handle not getting monetization, alright? I can handle not getting monetization. I can handle not being a verified YouTuber on YouTube, because, again, I don't put, like, a massive effort into these videos. I just live stream, I be myself, I play the game, I react to it, we have a good time, you know what I mean? I don't do like 50 hours of editing and all that kind of stuff. You know, there are some times where I put effort, you know, especially, you know, sometimes with like the intro songs, and you know, I do improv with the, you know, with the intros majority of the time, and like I said, we also do the good old lyrics and whatnot. That's usually where I put most of my effort when it comes to these videos and these episodes. And you know, I've never been, and I mentioned this a few episodes ago when someone asked on stream, oh, like, why don't you care about your subscribers or whatever. I know that I already answered that. And I'm how do I explain this? Like, I'm building up to something just really absurd. Which I'm pretty sure y'all have figured out, but I'm just gonna keep building up to it. I can't speak for the life of me. The fact that I can deal with not having monetization. Okay. Let me reset for a second. I am okay. I am okay by not, you know, being able to have monetization. I'm okay I'm okay with the fact that I am not being paid to do this because I don't put a lot of effort, even though I do at times. That doesn't bother me. I know that it bothers probably a lot of other small YouTubers, and therefore it is technically wrong. It is very wrong. It's just it doesn't do too much wrong to me. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that it's right. I'm saying that it's wrong. I hope y'all get that. But what's also wrong is to just directly how do I say this? To directly, like, be hit. It's like imagine this. Imagine I am one of those bullseye circle boards that you put up, like, on your door or your wall, or you know what I'm talking about. And let's say that there's 3 outer rings, right? 3 outer rings. The largest outer ring is that or no? Being verified, right? Like, I don't care about that too much, right? And then the second ring is, oh yeah, I don't want to be, like, it's monetization, right? Like, I can't be monetized because I don't have that thing, you know, I don't have the requirements to be monetized. And then after that, like the smallest ring, and then of course I'll get into the middle, like the bullseye part. The smallest ring, which hits real close, which doesn't hit close to home, but you know, hits close to home, is like maybe like, you know, hurting my live streaming, as in like just shutting down live streaming, you know, for some people, you know, like, maybe just live stream is going wrong, you know, like, that's like, that hits real close to home, like, if I'm live streaming and something goes wrong, you know, that's, you know, bad, that hits real close to home because that was a lot of hours, and you know what I mean? But the bullseye, the bullseye of that bullseye pin board thing, whatever you call it, the bullseye is when YouTube decides to enforce a rule which states only YouTubers that have 1,000 subscribers. And I may get this wrong. It might just be 1,000 subscribers, but I'm going to over-exaggerate for purposes. I'm pretty sure it's just 1,000 subscribers, but I'm just gonna exaggerate for purposes. But apparently, you need 1,000. To put it simple, the bullseye is YouTube restricting, or no, YouTube putting a lock on YouTubers with less than 1,000 subscribers, less than the requirements for monetization, putting a lock on those people that are lower than the small YouTubers that have that don't have monetization, are also illegible to live stream on mobile. So that's the story, boys and girls. YouTube, because of COVID-19, have now made it a part of their guidelines. And I know that YouTube said that they were going to change at the end of last year, but I thought all the changes just happened in January, with the COPPA stuff, which, I got past that pretty quickly. That was nothing, you know what I mean? But COPPA was nothing. To me, it wasn't a big deal. You know what I mean? But just the fact, let me rephrase that. COPPA was a huge deal, but it's not something that tore my channel apart, you know what I mean? It was a huge deal for a lot of people. But while that might have hit home for a lot of channels, this single guideline that YouTube added, shot me straight into my soul, just shot me in my soul and just shattered it. So, again, apparently, because of COVID-19, YouTubers that have less than 1,000 subscribers, and I'm guessing YouTubers without monetization, cannot and are not able to live stream on YouTube via mobile. Of course, they can do it on desktop because, I totally play Memoria Freese on my computer, and I totally, live stream on my computer. I know how to work OBS. I can totally, look on Google for hours and hours on. and definitely easily find a really easy live stream screen recorder thing for my computer. Yeah, definitely. You know, I can definitely find one for free that's super easy to manage, like Mobizen Live. One that doesn't cost money, one that's not a scam, one that's, you know, not as complex as OBS. I don't know. That's easy. That's super easy. Why? Just why? I really want to read this to y'all. Because this is quite literally absurd. YouTube has taken away mobile streaming rights from small YouTubers. So that means if I don't get 1,000 subscribers, or if I do not have, if I don't get, yeah, same thing. If my channel, if there aren't 1,000 people subscribed to this channel, then I can never live stream Memoria Freese again. So, isn't that crazy? Isn't that just wild? Isn't that just absolutely insane, people? Isn't that just insane? So, that also means, and I know that I stopped these series a while back, but that also means that, that A Girl Adrift can never be live streamed, and Pokemon Sword and Shield can never be live streamed. Or just Sword, because, you know, it's not Sword and Shield, it's just Sword. So what do y'all think about this, huh? And I was planning on doing some pretty large live streams because of this whole quarantine situation. You know, I already did one, and I was gonna do one today, and yeah. Look where that put us. It's just, it's so mildly frustrating to learn that I can never, unless I have 1,000 subscribers, live stream via my mobile phone. I find that really stupid. I'm going to try to do this now. I'm gonna try to read this to y'all properly. I'm gonna try to go live on my computer, and it's not going to work, I don't think. Oh, well, yeah, of course it would work on my computer, because you can do it from desktop and not from your phone. I'm an idiot. Genius. It's just so stupid, you know? Like, why? Why? I I need to understand this. I'm going to... I understand it. I just need to... Let me just check this out. So, let me check on Google. YouTube mobile streaming. Let's check it out. And I just saw a YouTube video about this. Oh, I guess that there were gonna be. I guess that this has been. I'm looking at something from 2019 that says YouTube mobile live streaming update. Under 1,000 subs. Wait, under 1,000 subs. Oh yeah, under 1,000 subs, you can't live stream. Huh. That's last year. I'm talking about this year. So why was I hit now? So this, I'm here, and this is what it says. We've recently raised the threshold for YouTube Live with a mobile device. To be able to live stream on mobile, your channel will need to have at least 1,000 subscribers. Continuing, note that this eligibility threshold does not apply to other live streaming tools. Creators who have less will still be able to live stream through desktop and webcam, of which I cannot do. Okay, I guess that, okay. I was apparently misinformed from my phone version of the message. I guess it has nothing to do with COVID-19, but it is happening now in the time of COVID-19. Unless this happened like ages ago and I'm just finding out about it now, which, if that's the case, YouTube really did not care about me for like a year. As we take steps, this is a separate thing, which is, on a lighter note, as we take steps to prioritize the well-being of our extended workforce, expect longer than usual wait times for support. For the latest updates on how we're addressing the coronavirus COVID-19 situation, please visit. Later note. On a later note. So yeah, that's the thing. I need 1,000 subscribers. How am I? I'm not gonna lie. Let's tell stories. I'm pretty sure I've already told this story, but I'm gonna tell it again. When the changes for monetization first happened to me, and the threshold was set to 1,000 subscribers, like the little kid I was, I scrambled to be like, oh my god, I need to get 1,000 subscribers, like now, I gotta get everybody to subscribe to me. And I tried everything that I could, and it really didn't get me anywhere, to be honest. I think I got I think I barely got to 400, and here am I at 400 subscribers. So, yeah. My question is I don't want to record episodes. I don't want to record episodes and for them to be corrupted on my phone, and then for them to take 30 years up and all this kind of stuff. So my question, my question is, how the hell am I gonna get 500 plus subscribers. Or, actually, no, how am I gonna get to 1,000 subscribers? So I can continue live streaming this series. And the answer to that is